Emeka, what would a win in this game mean for you personally?
Mean a lot. It would cap off my Ohio State career definitely the right way. Not that there's not more to do after we win this game, but you come to Ohio State to beat the team of North and win a pair of gold pants. Just handing the gold pants to my mother is a memory that I'm really looking forward to.
I remember you saying last year, we can't leave here without a pair of gold pants. Does it feel even more of a sense of urgency now this year?
I mean, I wouldn't say so because it's always a sense of urgency. We came up short the last 3 years, and we're not more urgent this year because it's our last year. It's the same mindset every single year. Our first goal is always to beat the team of North, so same level of emphasis on it this year, and we're just going into it with the right mindset.
Can you talk about the importance of beating the team of North, how much of importance that had in you coming back this year, what that would be like just to, like you said, kind of go off that way?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely on my mind when the decision to come back was being contemplated, but ultimately I just gave all my worries, all my anxieties, everything to God, and I felt like He was leading me back here for my senior season, not only to beat the team of North, but to do something great, to glorify His name, and to make Jesus known throughout the nation. So that was really my main goal.
When you say you guys have a right mindset, what does that mean?
I think that we're worried about what we got going on in our building. We're not too focused on kind of the negative aspect of the team of North, but we're focused on the positive energy and the love that we have for everybody in this building. So we're going into that game ready to spill blood for each other because we love each other, not necessarily going to war because we hate the other side.
What has impressed you about the way Will has played in some of these big games? We're not necessarily the rivalry, I guess, but the Penn State game, the IU game. What's allowed him to do well in these big stages?
Yeah, I think just Will's an ultimate competitor, and every single week he gets better and better at football, and every single week he becomes a better and better leader. So Will is someone we can really look to, and he's going to rally the troops. He's going to rally the entire team. So I'm really glad he came here, and I'm really glad he's a Buckeye.
Are there times in games where he's rallied you guys or done said things specifically?
I mean, I wouldn't say there's a game that he didn't. He's really someone we look to as a leader. Obviously, for the offense, the focal point of our team to get everything going. So whether it's making the right calls, right checks, getting our mind right, hyping us up, or making a big play himself, he's always able to do that.
Yeah, we saw Will on Saturday do the Google it, and then he did the crush the city. When did you guys realize he had that swagger? Maybe is the word. When did you guys realize that he had that in him?
Oh, ever since he got here. I think, I feel like that was probably one of the first instances where it went more viral. But, you can find little hints of him doing that every single game. So it probably just on a bigger stage, playing number 4, number 5 Indiana, whatever the case may be. And they were kind of letting some stuff fly, pregame, that whole week leading up to the game. So Will definitely took that to heart. And he's a very confident guy.
These last few years have not been easy around here. There's been times when you guys have changed the Ohio versus the world to the Woody versus the world mentality. When you are in that stadium last weekend and you hear the crowd like it was on Saturday, do you feel like there's a gelling maybe of everything coming together at the right moment for this game against Michigan? Yeah, that was one of the loudest games I've ever played in the shoe. And we really challenged Buckeye Nation, and they had our back. So we need them to be that same way this weekend. And I trust that they will. This is the biggest game of the year, no matter what the team of North record is, no matter what our record is. This is always going to be the hardest, most grittiest, most important game of the year. So just seeing all that stuff come together, especially in my senior year, is definitely a memory worth holding on to. I'll probably stay away from scheme too much.
There's lots of changes this season. You get a new coordinator, a new quarterback. Can you pinpoint any specific moments where you felt it was really gelling? Anything stand out to you?
I would just say really from the moment that Will got here, to be honest, even before the season happened, just being in the facility, not even just spending time on football stuff. Obviously, we were throwing and catching and working out and doing all this type of stuff, but to spend those hours together outside the facility, getting to know each other, becoming close as brothers, that really shows up on the field. And it's hard to explain for someone who doesn't play football, but there's a certain level of chemistry that happens, when you're able to know the guy who's playing next to you.
I know the records don't matter when you're playing this game, but for you in the senior class, to come back knowing you came to this game, this is your last time playing them, Is there a different sense of urgency? Do you feel any different knowing that this is the one you came back for, you don't have another shot at it?
I would say that we understand that it's our senior year, but like I was saying earlier, the sense of urgency is always there because the team up north is always the team to beat every single year. So it's not that we're more urgent; it's just there's more on the line.
How have you seen Will? Oh, go ahead.
Jack has been pretty open, and really all the guys have been pretty open about trying to do this for Ryan. Obviously, that being a big part of you guys coming back. Just what is Ryan seeing? What Ryan has gone through the last 3 years with this loss? What does that mean, and how does that motivate this?
Yeah, I think that he's gone through a lot of things that a lot of people shouldn't have to go through, all the scrutiny and all the stuff that people are saying about him. But he's a great head coach, and I wouldn't have anybody else leading our team in the entire country. So we all have his back 100%. We're rallying behind him, and he says he wants to do this for us, but we also want to do it for him as well.
How have you seen Will kind of grasp the importance of this week? I mean, you guys have been through this before. He hasn't, but it feels like he's kind of understood kind of what this means to a lot of different people. How have you seen him kind of attack this rivalry? Yeah,
there's when it comes to this rivalry in this game, there's always a saying. It's just like you don't know what you don't know. So no matter how much the freshmen think they know, they don't really know. No matter how much the transfers think they know, they don't really know until you really play in this game and feel what it's all about. So I think Will understands that. And, he's the closest to knowing what this means without actually playing in this game. So he has the entire right mindset going into it. And he's a leader that I think, has what it takes to go into this game and win.
What are the things you can take away from 3 years of experience playing in this game that can help you on Saturday?
That it's going to be a battle no matter what. If they have 9 players on the field and we have 12, it's still going to be a battle. So I think that you got to go into the game not expecting anything out of it, but just playing hard and fast and everything for the love of your brother next to you. So that's what it's going to take to win this game.
You mentioned you don't know what you don't know. What did you have to learn about playing in this game? If that you didn't know when the first time you did, what did you kind of have to learn about what it takes to play in the Ohio State Michigan game?
Yeah, I would say that I don't know. It's kind of hard to put into words. I think over the last 3 years, you kind of see the depths of the rivalry and how it affects people and all that type of stuff. So for the most part, football is just a game, but this rivalry definitely runs deep. So I think it's hard to explain and put into words, but once you experience it, you kind of know.
Does this week feel at all any different, the fact that they're not also in the top 5 or in the top 10?
Nope. Nope, not at all.
You talked about the mentality to have so many guys want to have experienced this, have gone through, suffered for the last few years. How much does that help as you're preparing for the game?
Yeah, I mean, sharing the field with people who have shared the same experiences as you, everybody kind of knows what's at stake and what's on the line. So I have no doubt in my mind that Jack Sawyer is going to go out there and play his heart out. Same with JT, same with Denzel, same with Donovan Jackson. Just all the guys I've been through it with. Everybody knows what's at stake. So I don't even have to hype them up. I don't have to talk to them pregame. You kind of look in their eyes and you see it. So sharing the field with everybody who has that same type of mentality is definitely encouraging.
Do you pay attention to reports like Will Johnson, their talented defensive back may not play in this game. He was held out last week and stuff. How much do you pay attention to all those kind of details as the week goes on, Emeka?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player. Understanding that he might not play, I think, that would hurt every team in the country because of how talented he is. But they're a Power 5 program. They're one of the best programs in the entire nation. It's not like they don't have depth. So we expect them to be a battle through and through. So whoever they bring out there on the field, we're going to treat nameless, faceless opponent. So we expect them to execute and do the job that they have to replace for.
You know how much effort you put into this game the last several years and stuff, and it wasn't quite good enough. Or wasn't quite enough? I'm not talking about you personally, but the team. How do y'all ratchet it up another notch, or what is the secret there?
I think the secret is just the love for each other. I think the more time we spend together, the more time we spend in the Woody, the more suffering that we go through together. There's a type of camaraderie and a type of closeness that you can't replicate anywhere else. So I think the group that we have here, the leadership that we have here, the love that we have for each other is unlike any team in the country, to be honest. So I think that's going to prevail in this game.
2 more questions.
How cool was it to be matched up on a linebacker or defensive end, wherever that guy's position was, for your touchdown on Saturday? The little move you make and stuff. I mean, what does that tell you about Chip Kelly and what's going on? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we
From a
have
scheming standpoint.
Yeah, we have amazing coaches, and they watch a lot of film, and they kind of know the looks that we're going to get, and they trust us to go out there and execute. So, all that we as players ask of our coaches is to put us in an opportunity and a position to be able to be successful, and that's exactly what they did.